Imagine this. You've just finished dinner, feeling proud of yourself for making a healthy choice. Maybe it was a colorful plate with steamed vegetables, a light salad, and a glass of water. You settle into bed thinking, I'm doing everything right. But by morning, something feels off. Your heart seems to race a little faster. You feel a bit dizzy when you sit up. Maybe your words stumble, or your arm feels heavy for a moment. It passes quickly, so you brush it off. But here's the thing most people over 60 never realize. Sometimes it isn't your age, your heart, or even your medication that causes these strange feelings. It can actually be a vegetable you've trusted your whole life. Now, before you panic, let me say this. Vegetables are still one of the best gifts nature gives us. They protect, nourish, and heal. But as we age, our bodies change in ways we often don't notice. What worked beautifully at 40 may not behave the same way at 70. The same foods that once protected your heart might start straining your circulation if eaten at the wrong time or combined with certain medicines. That's why understanding how your body responds now is the key to staying sharp, balanced, and full of energy no matter your age. Many seniors tell me, I eat healthy every day, so I don't need to worry. But healthy eating after 60 is more than just choosing salad over sweets. It's about timing, hydration, and understanding how slower metabolism and medication interactions affect your blood flow. Stroke risk doesn't come only from fried foods or sugar. It often builds quietly from small habits, like eating a certain vegetable at night or pairing it with the wrong supplement. Let's talk about one of the most common mistakes. Picture spinach. For years, it's been called a superfood, right? Loaded with iron and antioxidants, great for energy and the brain. But after 60, spinach can quietly shift from hero to troublemaker if eaten too often or too late in the day. It's not because spinach suddenly turns bad. It's because your body handles minerals differently now. Spinach contains compounds called oxalates, and when these meet calcium from supplements or dairy, they can form tiny crystals that slow your circulation. If that happens overnight, when your body is resting and blood flow naturally slows, it can quietly increase the strain on your arteries. The result? You might wake up dizzy, lightheaded, or feeling like your balance is off. The good news is you don't have to give up spinach. Simply enjoy it earlier in the day, at breakfast or lunch, when your kidneys and circulation are more active. Small adjustments like that keep your favorite foods safe and your brain protected. Another surprising culprit is broccoli. Most people think, how could broccoli be bad? It's practically the poster child for healthy eating. And it is, but not for everyone and not at every age. The key issue lies in a vitamin called K. Vitamin K helps your blood clot properly, which is great, unless you're already taking blood thinners such as warfarin or Plavix. Too much K can throw off your medication balance. The danger isn't in eating broccoli. It's in eating it inconsistently. Having a big bowl one week and skipping it the next can make your medication less predictable. The safest path is balance. Keep your intake steady, moderate, and talk with your doctor about how often you enjoy greens like broccoli or kale. Consistency keeps your circulation stable and your blood at the right thickness, just the way it should be. Now let's turn to something most of us love at dinner, a crisp salad with romaine lettuce. It feels light, refreshing, and perfect for digestion before bed. But here's what very few people realize. Romaine is a natural diuretic. It encourages your body to release water. That sounds harmless, but for older adults whose kidneys work slower and who already take diuretic or blood pressure medicine, this can quietly lead to dehydration overnight. When you lose too much water, your blood becomes thicker. Thick blood moves slowly, making it easier for tiny clots to form while you sleep. The fix is simple and safe. Enjoy your salad at lunchtime instead of dinner. If you really crave greens in the evening, drink a glass of water alongside. That one small change can keep your blood flowing smoothly through the night. You see, it's not about fear or restriction. It's about awareness. Your body after 60 is a masterpiece that needs gentle tuning, not punishment. By understanding how certain foods interact with hydration, medication, and timing, you can enjoy everything you love without putting your health at risk. Think of it like adjusting the rhythm of a song. You don't throw away the melody. You just make sure every note stays in harmony. Every meal gives you a chance to protect your future self. The difference between a sluggish morning and a strong one often comes down to small choices made the night before. You're not too old to make powerful changes. In fact, your age gives you an advantage. You've learned how to listen to your body, and now you can act on what it's telling you. Let's keep going because the next few foods may surprise you even more. Sometimes the vegetables we've eaten for decades can quietly change how our circulation works, especially when paired with common medications or eaten late in the day. And the truth is, these effects often build up silently. You might not feel anything right away, but over weeks or months, they can slowly affect the balance of your blood pressure, hydration, and brain oxygen levels. That's why awareness, not fear, is the real key to staying strong and steady after 60. Take garlic, for example. Most people think of garlic as a miracle food. It lowers blood pressure, keeps your arteries clean, and even helps the immune system. And that's all true. But after 60, garlic can also act a little too powerfully. It's a natural blood thinner. If you're already taking prescription medications like warfarin, clopidogrel, or even a daily aspirin, garlic can double the thinning effect. That may sound harmless until your blood becomes too thin to clot properly. You might start noticing small bruises that appear out of nowhere, frequent nosebleeds, or lightheadedness when standing. Those are warning signs your body is giving you. The solution isn't to give up garlic altogether, far from it. It's to treat it like the potent natural medicine it is. Use it cooked instead of raw. Add it to your meals in small, regular amounts. And skip concentrated garlic supplements unless your doctor approves them. Cooked garlic still gives you heart protection, but in a gentler way that won't overthin your blood. Now, let's talk about onions. They're one of the most common vegetables in every kitchen, and for good reason. They're loaded with antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and keep your arteries flexible. But onions also contain a compound called quercetin. It naturally relaxes blood vessels, which is good, until it's combined with blood pressure medications. That's when things can get tricky. For older adults who already have lower blood pressure or take medication to manage it, too much quercetin can make blood pressure dip too far, especially at night when hydration levels drop. The result can be dizziness, confusion, or fatigue, symptoms that sometimes mimic the early signs of a mild stroke. That's why moderation matters. Use onions for flavor, not as a main dish. Cook them instead of eating them raw, since heat softens quercetin's effect. And avoid heavy onion-rich meals at night, when your body's circulation naturally slows down. With these small adjustments, onions can stay your friend instead of becoming an overnight risk. Another vegetable that often gets misunderstood is corn. For many seniors, corn feels like comfort food. Corn on the cob at a summer barbecue, a warm bowl of grits for breakfast, or a little corn soup for dinner. It feels simple, wholesome, and satisfying. But corn behaves differently in your body than you might expect. Even though it's technically a vegetable, nutritionally it acts more like a starch. It quickly turns into sugar once digested, and after 60, when your metabolism slows, that can cause your blood sugar to rise faster than your body can handle. A sudden sugar spike followed by a drop during sleep triggers stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, tightening blood vessels and thickening your blood just when your body should be resting. The result can be a higher risk of small clots or pressure swings overnight. The solution is simple and practical. Don't cut corn out completely. Just change how and when you eat it. Have it earlier in the day, when you're more active and hydrated. Pair it with protein or healthy fats. Think eggs, beans, or avocado. That combination slows down sugar absorption and keeps your blood pressure steady. And when you enjoy corn, choose fresh corn on the cob, instead of processed forms like cornflakes or cornmeal. The more processed it is, the faster it spikes your sugar. Remember, it's not the corn itself that's harmful. It's how your body processes it after 60. When you eat it smarter, it stays the comforting golden food you love without sneaky side effects. Next, let's take a look at asparagus. It's often seen as elegant, clean, and perfect for healthy eating. But asparagus is another natural diuretic. It helps your body release water. That can be helpful if you're bloated. But for seniors already taking blood pressure or diuretic medications, asparagus can amplify that effect. Late at night, that's risky because it can lead to overnight dehydration and thicker blood, both of which reduce oxygen flow to the brain. The fix is easy. Eat asparagus earlier in the day, especially at lunch. Drink a little extra water with it, or pair it with hydrating foods like cucumber or melon. If you take medications for blood pressure or kidneys, ask your doctor whether asparagus might enhance their effect. A simple conversation can save you from headaches, dizziness, or worse. You can still enjoy its flavor and nutrients, just time it wisely. Now there's one vegetable that often hides in plain sight, the tomato. Light, colorful, and rich in antioxidants, it's considered one of the healthiest foods on earth. But tomatoes belong to a plant family known as nightshades, which contain compounds that can irritate blood vessels or cause unpredictable reactions in some older adults. After 60, your blood vessels become more sensitive, and your body might not process the acidity and compounds in tomatoes the same way. Eating a heavy tomato-based dinner, like pasta sauce or soup, late at night can sometimes lead to blood pressure swings, headaches, or dizziness the next morning. But again, the fix is not elimination, it's awareness. Cook your tomatoes gently, which reduces the compounds that cause irritation, and avoid large tomato meals before bed. Enjoy them earlier in the day, paired with magnesium-rich foods such as spinach or pumpkin seeds, which balance acidity. When eaten correctly, tomatoes protect your heart and brain instead of straining them. As you can see, none of these vegetables are truly bad. The problem begins only when they're eaten at the wrong time, in the wrong amount, or alongside the wrong medication. And that's empowering, because it means you don't need to live in fear or give up foods you love. You simply need to listen to your body's rhythm and make small, smart adjustments. Hydrate, time your meals, and stay consistent. These small choices create a big difference in how your body performs each day. Every bite you take can either support your brain or make it work harder. The power is in your hands and on your plate. So before your next meal, take a moment to think about not just what you're eating, but when and how you're eating it. Your body at 60 or 70 is still capable of amazing resilience. It just asks for more attention and care. When you give it that, you're not just eating, you're healing. By now you might be thinking, so what's left for me to eat safely? And that's an honest question. The truth is, you don't need to cut out all your favorite vegetables. You just need to understand how your body has changed and how to work with it, not against it. The goal isn't restriction, it's balance. Because once you understand your body's rhythm, every meal becomes an opportunity to strengthen it, not strain it. As we grow older, the body becomes more sensitive to timing, hydration, and medication balance. At 60 or 70, your organs don't work less efficiently. They just work differently. Your kidneys filter slower, your blood vessels are less flexible, and your digestion takes its time. That means even the healthiest foods can behave differently depending on when you eat them. A salad at noon can nourish your heart. The same salad at 9 p.m. might quietly thicken your blood and make your morning foggy or dizzy. It's not about fear. It's about respect for what your body is telling you. So the next time you sit down for a meal, pause for a moment. Look at what's on your plate and ask yourself two simple questions. Is this the right time for this food? And have I had enough water today? These two thoughts alone can protect your brain more than any fancy diet ever could. It's the small, consistent habits that matter most. Eat earlier in the evening when your digestion is strongest. Stay hydrated throughout the day, especially before bed. And keep your intake of greens, garlic, and other strong vegetables steady, instead of sporadic. Consistency calms your circulation and keeps your body in balance. You might be surprised to know that in many cases, strokes don't come from one big dramatic event. They develop quietly from small daily imbalances. A little too much dehydration, a skipped medication, or a nutrient overload can set the stage. That's why awareness is so powerful. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be mindful. And the beautiful part is, your body rewards you quickly. Within a week of eating with more awareness, most people notice better energy in the mornings, fewer dizzy spells, clearer thinking, and more stable blood pressure. That's your body saying, thank you for listening. It's never too late to make these changes. Whether you're 60 or 80, your body still heals, rebuilds, and adapts when you give it what it needs. Think of it like tending to a garden. The soil might be older, but when you water it correctly and plant at the right time, it still blossoms. The same is true for your health. You have decades of wisdom behind you. Now it's about using that wisdom to live longer and stronger. Not just longer. There's something deeply empowering about realizing that your health is not slipping away with age. It's simply asking for more understanding. Every meal, every sip of water, every walk you take becomes a message to your body that you're still in control. And that's what true vitality is all about. Staying aware, staying curious, and never giving up on yourself. Now, if you've been finding this video helpful, take a second to give it a thumbs up. It really helps more seniors discover this kind of information that could genuinely protect their health. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to Golden Life, because this channel is all about helping you stay sharp, strong, and independent at every age. Your support means everything. It helps us reach more people who need these gentle reminders that aging can still be powerful and full of life. I'd love to hear from you too. Where are you watching from? How have your eating habits changed after 60? Have you noticed how timing or certain foods affect your energy or balance? Share your experience in the comments below. You never know. Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step toward better health. Remember, awareness is not about giving things up. It's about gaining control. When you understand how your body reacts, you turn every meal into an act of self-care. You no longer eat out of habit. You eat with intention. That's what creates strength that lasts. A little awareness in the evening can prevent a hospital visit in the morning. A little water before bed can keep your circulation smooth all night long. These are small choices with lifelong rewards. You've made it through so many challenges in your life. Raising families, working hard, pushing through ups and downs. Taking care of your health now is simply the next great chapter of that same courage. Every time you make a mindful choice, drinking more water, timing your meals, staying consistent, you're telling your body, I'm still here and I'm still in charge. So tonight, when you sit down for dinner, think of this moment. Look at your plate and smile, knowing that knowledge is power, and power brings peace. You're not just eating to survive, you're eating to thrive. You're feeding your future self the strength and clarity it deserves. Because health isn't about what you lose with age. It's about what you choose to protect. If you found value in this video, take a moment to like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Golden Life for more inspiring health stories and practical tips designed especially for people just like you. Together, we're building a community that believes aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means growing wiser, stronger, and more intentional every single day. Keep learning, keep moving, and keep believing in your body's ability to adapt. You're not getting older. You're getting more experienced at living well. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and always remember, you deserve a golden life.